Tell me why I woke up this morning and the first thing I see is that apparently Masuda's coming after me. Yo, Masuda, come on, man. Remember the good old times we had. Why me, bro? Come on. Welcome back to the Pokemon Tera Leak news, coverage, and reactions with me, Munching Orange. Now, amidst all the leaks, we've of course gotten prototypes for generations 3 and 5, but the one I was personally most looking forward to was Gen 6. Some of you guys might remember, Pokemon X and Y was kind of how I got my big break on YouTube, and it's still to this day my most popular video of all time. And so I've been really excited to see the concept art / beta designs for Pokemon X and Y specifically because of course, this generation also introduced us to Mega Evolutions. And today we finally got everything I just described. The concept art for Pokemon X and Y is here, and oh boy, there's a lot to get through. So if you guys are excited, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure to check out my previous videos covering the leaks. So if you go to my channel on YouTube, just click on the live tab and you'll see all my previous reactions to the leaks there. And I even went through and added timestamps for all of them. So if you want to see me reacting to a specific part of the leaks, you can scroll through and see the different categories or go into the description and you'll see all the different topics there. But before we get into the X and Y news, we do actually have one pretty major piece of news regarding Legends EA, and it comes to us from Riddler Ku. So take it with a grain of Knackley, I suppose. And he basically says, Ikaku aka Legends EA's art style will look similar to Titan aka Scarlet and Violet, meaning instead of the super cool cel-shaded aesthetic that we had in Legends Arceus, we're gonna have more of a Scarlet and Violet style, which looked pretty decent at times, but then not so great at others. Here's a pretty good comparison with Eevee in the Legends Arceus style, and then in Scarlet and Violet. Again, it's like personal preference at the end of the day, but I did like that the Legends series kind of had its own distinct look to it, and I wish they would have continued that. What do you guys think though? Which art style do you prefer? Alright, let's see where these X and Y leaks begin. Ooh. Pokemon X and Y August 2012 build mentions Mew 3 and Mew 4? What? Wait, I knew about Mew 3, but Mew 4? Mew 3 and 4 are probably just internal placeholder for these two. That's true. Back before we knew what Mega Evolution even was, everyone was calling this Pokemon Mew 3. And yeah, we didn't know Mega Evolution even existed back then, so of course everyone assumed it was like an evolution or just another split with the Mew DNA tree. After going through Pokemon X and Y May 2012 build, we can confirm the only cut Mega was Jynx, nothing more. All other 28 Megas were already coded at this point. That makes me a little bit sad because I was hoping there would be some never before seen Mega Evolutions, but sadly no cut Megas. The only one out of place here is Jynx, but we already knew. I talked about this in one of the previous streams, but Mega Jynx was supposedly the only Mega Evolution that was cut from X and Y. It didn't seem to make it very far into development because there was never a design for it, unless Mega Jynx was always meant to just be a PNG, but now let's move on to what we're really here for. The X and Y leaks have delivered. And what the heck? Why are we starting with naked people? Oh my god. Okay, we got a lot to go through, don't we? Alright, let's go in order, starting with Gen 6 Beta Pokemon. We've got Beta Floette and a discarded Pokemon. Dude, what is that? These are so sick though. Oh my god, I cannot wait for fan games to start using some of these concepts. I'm also try popping these into Google Translate to see what it says. Obviously, Google Translate is not 100% accurate, but it should give us a little bit of context. Cassowary Pokemon. Wait, what is a cassowary? Bro, I thought it was a Velociraptor. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. It's those birds with the weird bony thing on their head. Oh my god, what is this picture? I still feel like it might have been a fossil Pokemon. Let's see, is it mentioned anywhere here? Fire-eating bird? Fan the wind and start a fire. Okay, so it might have been a fire type actually. It uses the fire stored in its body to heat up the skull, the dark part, and then headbutts a oh my god, so it was like Toucannon with the beak blast? I think Sun and Moon, X and Y were being developed sort of at the same time, so maybe this was originally the Pokemon meant to have Beak Blast, because that definitely sounds like the description of that attack. The fire you eat is stored in this bag. The more you eat, the bigger the bag gets. The baguettes, get it? Because it's Kalos, a baguette. And we're just getting started. Already off to a banger start, but of course we skipped over Beta Floette, which definitely had more of a fairy design, I want to say, than like necessarily grass. It almost looks like a bug and fairy. Like, look at this. It's like dragonfly wings. Let's go ahead and pop that into Google Translate. We got Flower Fairy Pokemon 3rd evolution. It's always shining. I still think the Floette line should have been Grass and Fairy. Wait, I just realized this is Florges, not Floette. So maybe Centro just messed up here. And next up, we have a lot more cut Pokemon. Oh my god. Okay, there's Floette. Or maybe Flabebe. That's so cute, man. Oh yeah, I see number 2 there. So this is probably Floette, the 2nd evolution. I feel like it's kind of cringe whenever people say we were robbed, or rather because people literally post it for every single design, but I kind of feel it for this one. I like it a little bit more than the final version, though I guess it's not necessarily giving flower. Oh my god, there's Flabebe! Oh, it's so precious. Okay, yeah, we were robbed. They basically sleep floating in the air. Oh my god. Wait, does it only have 1 wing? I just noticed how it goes from 1 wing, and then it has 2 as a Floette, and then it had 4 as Florges. I just love these designs. Maybe it looks a little too much like Celebi though, like a baby form of Celebi. Oh wait, there's 1 more sheet for Florges. Hold up. Oh my god, there's a lot here. What the heck? 1st evolution, 2nd evolution, the wings are separated from the body and they're glowing. 3rd evolution, yeah, there's still no mention of its typing, but look at the different... Oh, so there still would have been maybe like different forms of it? So it seems from the beginning they planned on having different types of flowers, like perhaps the 1st evolution always looks the same, but it can evolve into different forms. Like you can see the 1st evolution, the little earpieces kind of look more like this angry one. But yeah, let's take a look at this chameleon line up next, and I really love the eye immediately. That's what stands out to me. Though it almost reminds me of another Pokemon. Is it Poipole? If you guys know of any other Pokemon that has eyes kind of like this, let me know in the comments, because I feel like it looks familiar. But yeah, let's pop it into Google Translate. Chameleon Pokemon. Because they are nocturnal, their eyes glow in the dark to attract insects. The mouth is located here? I'm not really... Oh wait, it is right there. What the heck? So this is like its chin. Poison sac contains poison that can be spit out to weaken the enemy. The movements are jerky. I love this, dude. I've always thought that Kecleon, I mean, it's cool as like a little one-off Pokemon, but we definitely deserve another more proper chameleon Pokemon line. And this, I want to say this would have fit Sun and Moon a little bit more though, with the tropical theme. And we did end up getting Poipole in Sun and Moon, which again, I feel like this Pokemon kind of looks like Poipole, and we can see it was going to be a poison type most likely. But the last one in this little batch is Beta Noivern, which I guess was going to be like Vivillon. Oh yeah, literally, bro. I don't even need the translation. I just know. We've got subarctic, tropical savanna. So yeah, each of these color schemes are based off like the climate. I will say it looks a bit less developed than Vivillon. Like it's literally just recolors, and the Vivillon patterns are a lot more detailed. We can probably guess that Noivern would have had even crazier patterns. Who knows? Maybe we do get to see Noivern eventually in these leaks, but oh my god, yo! I've always said Mega Mewtwo X just gives Dragon Ball Z, but goddamn, look at, he was ripped. Look at the freaking muscles on the I'm literally at a loss for words. This looks so insane. I think this is actually Mewtwo Y, because yeah, it has the thing on its head, but it's like way more muscular. So maybe at one point it was just going to be Mew 3, and eventually it got split into X and Y when they came up with the Mega Evolution concept. Trust me, we're going to get into all of this eventually, but we still have more beta Pokemon first. And next up is this Flamingo. Of course, we eventually got Flamigo in Scarlet and Violet, but this might have been the inspiration for it. I mean, the color scheme is definitely there, but then again, flamingos are pink. They dance flamenco with their wings fluttering. Ooh, fluttering mane. Flamenco means flamingo and flame. I don't think that necessarily means it would have been a fire type, but ooh, that's cool how it's like kind of looked like high heels and they make a clicking sound because flamenco, his mouth is like a castanet and he keeps in time with the music. So that's really cool. It was a music-based Pokemon, which I'm kind of curious why they didn't just go with that for Scarlet and Violet, considering flamenco, the dance, comes from Spain. I think I've seen some comments too that this could have been an evolution for Spritzy, and let's be real, I think everyone can agree this would have been way better than Aromatisse, one of the most... I'm sorry if Aromatisse is your favorite Pokemon, but we could have gotten an actual good-looking Flamingo. How did they drop the... Bro, yeah, I don't know. Flamenco? Wait, what is... Flamigo? Even the name is so lame. Anyway, what do we got next? this little fish, I want to say. It's like a rain dish fish. I'm going to guess this part probably stayed above the water, and then this would be below. It's like a weird reverse shark. And I don't know why when I see this, I think of the tall necks from Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm sad there's no developer notes. I would have loved to know more about this little fishy guy, but ooh, wait, is this Beta Golisopod? We've got the diving beetle Pokemon, water mantis Pokemon, hides behind rocks underwater and attacks fish. They breathe through the tip of their long tails, which enables them to remain active underwater for long periods. Ah, so it's a bug type, maybe bug and water, most likely. So this could have been split into Dewpider and Golisopod. Dude, why did these Pokemon get scrapped? They look so sick. Actually, looking at Golisopod again, that's a pretty badass design. It's super creepy. The baby form though, I mean, as cute as it is a lot more basic than Wimpod. Another discarded line right here. Oh my god, is that a peanut? It's a peanut Pokemon. And then it evolves into a whole peanut Breloom, I guess. Literally just peanut Pokemon before evolution. There's not much other info about it. Coupled with the fact this dude is straight up just a regional form of Breloom, I feel like they weren't unique enough. But I've seen a lot of fan art of this guy on Twitter already. I feel like fans really love this design. Who knows? Maybe regional forms were originally thought up since X and Y. I mean, I could have totally seen this being a regional form of Breloom in Alola. Look at the stubby little arms. Oh my god, I just realized. And its body is still like a peanut. Also, I kind of feel like this might have been reworked into Helioptile or Heliolisk, because I can kind of see a little sun motif going on with the flower here. I mean, one thing we know from all of these Pokemon prototypes is that a lot of these concepts end up getting used or inspire future Pokemon, so totally could have seen this being the inspiration for Heliolisk. And we still got more, holy! Furfrou, what have they done to you, my boy? Yeah, we're just gonna move past that. Oh my god, okay, it looks like Furfrou was actually gonna be a lot fluffier than what we ended up getting. This definitely gives more like scruffy, like found in the wilderness, versus this one already looks like it got groomed a little bit. Now that wraps it up for the beta Pokemon, so it is time for Mega Evolutions. Unfortunately, it seems that there weren't any cut Mega Evolutions, so don't expect any surprises here. Let's begin with Mega Blastoise. Look at this dude. Oh my god, that's so sick. The mustache made of water. I mean, the actual design of the big cannon on its back seemed to have been finalized from the very beginning, but I guess they also planned for it to go into like a defensive mode, like it can hide its cannons. Is that actually in the final version? I don't know. But other than the mustache, the only other big difference I can see is that it had like stripes on the cannon. I kind of like the mustache though. I've always found that Mega Blastoise's face looks a little bit goofy. This definitely looks a lot more menacing, and I guess to me at least more fitting of a Mega Evolution that are usually like just angry and want to kill you. Whereas this guy, he just looks like he wants a hug, or maybe he wants to turn your car into a convertible. Oh my god, gimme. Next up we have Mega Venusaur, which also weirdly looks old. Like, I don't know if the original idea for Mega Evolutions is that they age, but like this dude's got like a straight up Dumbledore beard. Oh wait, there's like multiple concepts. They look kind of similar, but also pretty different. Like this one doesn't have the beard. Instead we have withering roots coming out of its back. So I don't know if it was meant to have different forms, like based on where you catch it or what kind of plants it's near. This one here also looks very different from the others. They just made it a big old bulbous plant on its back. If I had to pick from all the Mega Venusaurs, I think I like this old boy the most. Like that face is just giving everything. It kind of reminds me of like the frogs in Naruto. But of course, last and certainly not least, we have Mega Charizard, the king of the Mega Evolutions, at least in my eyes. You know, I'm a little biased for Charizard. So let's begin with this one, which obviously went on to inspire Mega Charizard Y. At least it looks a lot more like actual Charizard, and you can see Mega Charizard Y ended up getting these sort of wings coming off from its arms. But look at that jaw, bro. Holy Giga Chad Charizard? And I haven't even mentioned the freaking exhaust pipes coming out of its neck. That is such a cool detail. This next concept kind of does the same thing, but on its tail instead. So it seems they really wanted to do this sort of like exhaust system, like it's overheating almost. It has to let the fire out from more than just its tail. But I gotta say, between the two so far, I definitely like this one more. Like that face is just so sick. And I don't really know if I like the darker armor or the fact that, like, what is going on right here? Why does its wings connect to the arms like that? It looks... No, I don't like it. But it seems that was the original concept, or the one they were more going towards, because we have another image of it here with the darker armor on its back going all the way down its tail, and even having blue flames. So you can definitely see where the inspo for Mega Charizard X started to come in there with the blue fire. So let's pop that one into Google Translate. Used for sudden changes of direction / braking. Oh, like it had wings on its... Ew, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. Flames burst out and speed up like a turbo engine. That's so sick, dude. I love that. Look at this. I didn't even notice this part right here. You know what? I will say if this was the Mega Charizard Y design, I feel like it would have slapped. So maybe I'll put this specific one in the Rob category, but Mega Charizard X, 10 times out of 10, it'll win against whatever the heck this was. And I believe that is it. The final concept here is just for Mega Mewtwo Y. So again, I don't know if these were meant to be two different forms or just two different styles for the same form. Actually, I just realized the tail looks completely different. This one's got like the more alien xenomorph look, whereas this one, the tail does just straight up come from its head, like the final version of Mega Mewtwo Y, which Mega Mewtwo X I'm kind of indifferent about, but I love Mega Mewtwo Y. So the fact that its design was finalized this early on, that's pretty cool. Now, besides for the concept art, we also got a little bit of information about these early Mega designs. Oh my god, okay, well, Google Translate certainly did something with this. Pokemon Evolution. The premise is that we want to make a selling point for the character alone. Similar to Evolution, our Metamorphosis transformation, how do we balance battles and resolve the field? Oh, well, they definitely did not end up figuring that one out, because Mega Evolutions were busted. This is very difficult to read, but you can see Mew 3 was right there. I think SCP is like Super, because I heard that Mega Evolution, at least in beta, was called Super Evolution instead. So you have Larva, Adult Insect, Strengthen, Super Mode. Can they be sold as such? They definitely did sell. Alright, well, since that actually worked out pretty well, let's try and Google Translate this other one. Completely new image for 2013. The setting is France, historic towns, castles, about 80 new Pokemon, many of which are already in the game. Muesli, I'm guessing that means Mew 3. Towns linked to types such as Poison Town, Water Town. Okay, well, I don't think that necessarily ended up happening. Most of these concepts did end up making it. Like, we did have Ride Pokemon. I don't know about the focus on ships, though. Maybe that's coming in Gaia. And there's even more about the lore. AZ character profile. The final opponent of the protagonist, driven by obsession, completes the ultimate weapon. This weapon is said to have the power to either destroy or resurrect the dead. The opponent believes that by wiping out the decaying world and having their descendants rule, a better future can be ensured. So AZ was going to be the original final villain of X and Y? I mean, that would have slapped, low-key. Like, I like AZ in the end. It's more like melancholy. And he does get his Floette in the end, but imagine if instead he was still mad and hell-bent on reviving his Floette, so he reactivated the ultimate weapon instead of Lysander wanting to make the world beautiful or whatever the heck. Lysander didn't exist. AZ was Team Flare's boss. Oh, so AZ made Team Flare. Yo, that's crazy. He wanted to kill everyone and have it, like, bro. Oh my god, that would have been sick though. I mean, who knows? Maybe Legends EA will take some inspiration from this original lore. X and Y originally had a fourth mythical Pokemon, codenamed Teto, Steel and Electric type. What? I don't know what this name means, but I think I also saw that Zeraora was originally meant for X and Y. It seems I'm not the only one that's thinking this. There's a couple of things about Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Oh, I actually was starting to get dehydrated. Yo, the ultimate weapon. Oh my god, this is so sick. The ancient weapon from the Karnak stones. Oh, so the stones in Geosenge Town literally were the ultimate weapon. Wait, was that actually a thing in the final game? Maybe I'm tripping. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I'm stupid. I didn't even realize that. I don't know what this means, how it changes shape depending on how the aura is used. Oh, so you can either use it to revive, where I guess it would turn into this golden ball, or destroy, where it would turn into this. Maybe the ultimate weapon had something to do with Pokemon types, because here it talks about fire attribute Pokemon. I remember reading something about the ultimate weapon supposedly originally planned to be a Pokemon. Oh, here we go. The ultimate weapon was originally a living being described as a vessel taken by a virus / microorganism. What the hell? The ultimate weapon was supposed to be a Pokemon, bro. Kind of looks like Deoxys, or I guess the concept of it being a virus. Like, I think Deoxys is basically like a space virus or something, right? It even low-key looks like defense form Deoxys, like the body shape, no? So strong that you can't control it. The monsters aren't controlling the virus. A virus is taking... Monsters are now nothing more than vehicles for the virus. The enemy's ultimate weapon. Damn, so the ultimate weapon was originally going to be a virus taking over Pokemon. Which coincidentally reminds me of the latest video I made. Pokemon Atlas. The story is about a Pokemon virus, not necessarily taking over Pokemon and making them stronger, although maybe that's where the story is headed. But we also have more concept art from X and Y. Oh my god, this is so beautiful, dude. The Pokemon League of X and Y is definitely one of my favorite, if not the best Pokemon League they've ever done. Like, these Elite Four rooms are peak, bro. Look at these concepts. That's so sick. This dragon too? Damn. You need a Pokemon that looks like that. And a Pokemon that looks like this too. I know some people have theorized this could be the new mythical or legendary in ZA. As for the X and Y beta, I believe that pretty much does it. Or does it? Because we have a beta Kalos War cutscene with a different AZ design and Giratina? What? Oh, dude, this is so sick. I hope that it comes off through these videos, like how excited I get about this like concept beta leak stuff. I just love seeing the origins of all of these concepts. Like, look, Giratina was in the War of Kalos, bro. That's insane. Yeah, AZ also has a different design. He definitely looks more evil. AZ wanted to bring back his Floette at all costs, no matter how many lives it took. That would have been crazy. I feel like Team Flare just didn't really fit the narrative all that much. It just felt so out of left field compared to everything else in the region. I think the lore of AZ and him being the final villain would have made a lot more sense and had a better like emotional payoff, or just, to me, it just sounds better overall. I wonder though, if AZ was the villain, would they have still given him that redemption arc at the very end of the game? Or the happy ending, I guess? I absolutely love all of this. So if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button and stay tuned for more Pokemon Tera Leak news and information, and I'll catch you in the next video.